I request all of you to remove the mobiles and place it near the speakers. And kindly put off your mobiles or put them on silent mode.
Yeah, obviously, it's pretty emotional dressing room. Guys have put a lot of work into this, I guess, campaign, which started probably a year ago or close to that, leading up to the first qualifier, the first part of the qualifying for this for the World Cup, which was in Ireland and Scotland last year. We shared that trophy. We played some very good cricket, and to sit here now after 3 hours of cricket against Bangladesh and where we came up short, to sit here now and for us to be out of it, extremely disappointing, and obviously we can't do anything about the weather. There's obviously questions about how much we've had to have done to get to this stage as it is. We've won an awful lot of games, and 8-run loss to Bangladesh and we're gone. It's hard to take here.
Just as a follow-up, is it a bit of it's almost cruel, this qualifying stage, isn't it, to have to get here and then something like this can happen? Would you like to see it done a bit differently?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd love it if it was done a bit differently. We've been to a qualifying tournament and it was really hard work. It was very competitive, where we did well. In saying that, it can't be ignored that we probably should have beaten Bangladesh the other night. We were in a good position to do so, and I'm not going to gloss over the fact that we should have done that, and if we had, we'd be in a better position now. But as you say, it's very difficult. It's very hard to take right now, and a little bit emotional about it, to be honest.
Peter, you just played one match and out of the tournament. Do you feel that it would have been a better option if there was a reserve day, because it's a 3-match tournament and every match is pretty important?
Yeah, I think the consequences of what's happened, I guess, I absolutely think there should be a reserve day. Yep. Yep.
What next?
Well, obviously in 2 days' time we've got to play a T20 international, Brian, against Ireland, which is, trying to get the boys up for that. And then for the Dutch team, we've got 2 more one-day games this year against Nepal in the World Cricket League, who are coming over in the summer, and 1 more 4-day game against Afghanistan, and that is pretty much the schedule for the rest of the year. So 3 more games this year. Which is associate cricket in a nutshell, really. It's obviously not enough cricket, I think that's fair to say. And if we had managed to get through here, that would have been obviously fantastic. But today's rain has meant that we are now in a position where possibly won't be playing in a world event for I don't know how many years, or in this sort of environment. As I said the other day, I've been lucky that I've been to a few. It seems that they're becoming less opportunities for associate teams, not more, which is frustrating. For me, obviously, I'm getting on a bit, but some of our young guys aren't. I mean, it's pretty hard to tell a guy like Paul Vermaker, for example, who bowls 4 overs, 2 for 17 against Bangladesh 2 days ago, that he may get another opportunity if we play really, really good cricket and qualify to get even this far. He may get another opportunity in 3 or 4 years' time. That's pretty tough.
You've got the World Cup qualifier in 2018. You talk about Paul van Meekeren, for example. How confident are you that, given the lack of cricket over the next couple of years, that you can actually keep this pretty solid unit that you've got together?
Yeah, I mean, it's it is a solid unit. We work really hard, and our standing at the moment in the World Cricket League and Intercontinental Cup means that, we're going pretty well in both those competitions. They're a 3-year cycle, so it's not a lot of cricket, but to keeping this unit together, well, who knows? Time is an interesting thing, but it's a pretty strong unit. We've got a good blend of experience and younger guys, and we're not playing so much cricket that some of us older guys can't stick around for a bit longer, Brian. So we have to move our attention to 2 days' time right now, and then from there to the visit of Nepal and Afghanistan later in the summer. And we've worked really hard to be where we are now. I'm very proud of where we are in those competitions, World Cricket League and I-Cup, but right now I think the feeling is I'm just absolutely devastated. It's just a cruel place to be in a competition which I guess I just wish we could find those 9 runs somewhere from the other night. Yeah.
Peter, how have the boys taken this, and what do you tell them to keep them motivated?
Well, just as I just said, we've got a T20I in 2 days' time against Ireland. Hopefully the weather plays its part, because we play about 9 games a year. So in 2 days' time, that's one of them, and it's a big game. We love playing against Ireland. They're a team that we've had a bit of success against recently, and it's always a good game of cricket. So hopefully we can put on a real show. I think they might struggle also to play tonight, so I think it could be a pretty free-flowing game and hopefully really entertaining, and everyone can see what teams like Ireland and Holland are capable of, and we've got that opportunity. I don't think it will be too tough to motivate the boys for that opportunity.
Captain, the ICC does spend a lot of money and effort to try to promote cricket in smaller nations. That's what the ICC has claimed over the last few years. From your words, it's very obvious that what they have done is far from enough. What would you like? Obviously you'd like to play much more cricket. How is that going to happen if the ICC does want to spread cricket?
Oh, look, there's obviously some really passionate people at the ICC who work really hard to in an attempt to get us more cricket and improve what we've done, and it's fair to say that with the high performance program and other programs that they've done in the last few years with associate cricket, the level of associate cricket has dramatically improved. Opportunities for games, however, is becoming far less. I think 4 or 5 years ago we used to play quite a few games in a year. These days it's not many, with the World Cricket League and I-Cup going to a 3-year cycle. I don't think it's those people who are working hard. They do work hard for associate cricket. I think, maybe above there, there's a certain sort of malaise towards associate cricket, I guess, or furthering the game. Obviously, we always hear that it's not commercially viable, or there's not necessarily the money to. We can't afford to do our own bilateral series. We're pretty much. It's very difficult for us to organise that because it costs an awful lot of money. Now, we then hear, the World Cricket League's a 3-year cycle because it's not affordable to do it otherwise. Well, to be honest, there's money somewhere, There's a lot of money in cricket. It's just not really being spent on expanding the game, in my opinion. And although there is money being spent on expanding the game, I think that the revenue should be shared more spread out a little bit more, so that we have opportunity to play, so our young guys have that opportunity to become better cricketers, so that the game spreads throughout the world, and people in Holland can get more excited about cricket. You need to play for that to be the case.
This is school of thought that we are making the money, certain few countries are generating all the revenue, and this is why should we share the money with? What do you tell them?
I'd tell them that we don't need that much money. We're not looking for millions and millions of dollars, just a very small percentage of this huge amount of whatever. It's not, obviously, we are not going to probably be the source of much revenue. We understand that. But if the game wants to grow, then surely the revenue needs to be split. more evenly amongst not just 3, 8, 10 teams, but throughout the associate and affiliate world as well. It's that's my opinion, and hopefully, the only thing I would say is that this has been said over and over again many times. I can remember William Porterfield in 2015 after the World Cup saying pretty similar stuff, and people sort of sit there and go, "Oh, that's fair enough, but there's no real change. So that can be extremely frustrating. Real change would be welcomed, and I think the world of cricket, for example, I watch Indian TV going through the channels, and we see highlights of us beating England in 2014 and 2011, and I sort of think, oh, here we go. Everyone likes watching that, People like seeing new teams do well. But so give us the opportunity, And again, as I said at the start of this, I've gone on a bit of away from it a little bit. I wish we'd beaten Bangladesh the other night when we had that opportunity. I think that was obviously the main frustration for me right now, and what I'll think about for the next couple of months anyway. Thanks.
We also have the Oman captain and their manager.
Sultan, what was your mindset today coming into the match? And what was your expectations? And why did you drop Jatinder and took Rajesh? Why did you change the lineup?
Definitely, we are very confident when we play last game against Ireland and we beat them. Definitely, we are very confident, and the things Jati will be out and Rajesh will be in because of if the short format game like 12 to 13 overs or like 15 overs, 10 overs game. I think we need to more strategy to batting lineup. That's why we are dropping Jatti and comes to Rajesh in.
What was your mindset?
Yeah, definitely. We are coming for right through to beat them and in points table for. I think and it's raining today, but still we are alive, and we are very confident to beat inshallah Bangladesh to next game.
सुल्तान भाई, आपने अभी सुना होगा हॉलैंड के कैप्टन कैसे बात कर रहे थे कि हमको बहुत चांसेस एसोसिएट टीम्स को नहीं मिलते हैं और उनको इस साल में सिर्फ 10 दिन का क्रिकेट है जिसमें एक दिन का तो ऐसे ही चला गया। आपको क्या लगता है कि एसोसिएट नेशंस के लिए इनफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं या नहीं?
ठीक है, मतलब जो फॉर्मेट आईसीसी और एसीसी ने जो क्रिएट किया है, लेकिन सही कह रहे हैं, होना चाहिए ज़्यादा क्रिकेट और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलनी चाहिए। 2020 क्रिकेट्स है कि और टूर्नामेंट्स होने चाहिए, 50 ओवर्स के होने चाहिए, जिससे काफ़ी न्यू कमर्स जो हैं और मतलब आपके जो सल्तनत में जैसे ओमान में भी क्रिकेट बढ़ेगी, लोगों का शौक़ बढ़ेगा तो और क्रिकेटर्स आगे आएंगे। T20 फॉर्मेट ही ऐसा है कि इसमें कोई रीटेक नहीं है, सिर्फ टेक ही है, तो आपको अलर्ट रहना है। एवरी बॉल, एवरी ओवर, एवरी विकेट जो है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है।
Netherlands actually they have got association before us. Only last year Oman has got the recognition as the associate member. So ultimately, as a new associate member, we love to have more cricket and more matches. We tried our best from the last 3-4 months, and at least we were trying to get some more matches. We got some matches in UAE. Thanks to ICC, they have arranged a lot of matches in ICC against Hong Kong, against Afghanistan, and against Nepal.
Qualifying before the tournament, did you imagine that in the last match you will still have the chance to qualify?
Yeah, definitely, because we are playing a good cricket in the Ireland, Scotland, and we beat them. And we also have a opportunity to ICC for a series against Hong Kong, and we beat them 3-2. And I think we are very confident because the circumstances and the atmosphere here will be very good for us.
Do you feel that you can beat them?
Yeah, definitely. That's why we beat them.
Sultan, if I'm not wrong, Bangladesh match will be your first match against full member. So how excited you are?
Yeah, definitely excited, but we are very confident, and inshallah we'll do the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.